edge, everybody.
I knew I
Welcome
forgot
to the
something.
virtual comedy. I am Brad Tassell, along with the stars of our show, Steve Goody and the irrepressible Patty Vasquez. She's never to be pressed. We also have what we call a show of favorites. Those who are the top choices we'd always make if we could. They're brilliant and talented and jump in when the other acts cancel. That's the fan's best part. First of all, it's the nearest thing Steve and I have to a comedy wife, and that's Carla Ulbrich, everybody.
Hey.
And I say that with full knowledge that my wife and Joe would say, you all deserve each other, damn it, as they walked off to talk about real things. That makes sense. Plus, a genius with a brand new song I hear for us tonight. He also does a little comedy. It's John Trentis, everybody. Yay. And since you can hear me, I'm going to start talking.
Who?
It was an exciting time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner when what looked like another season of the hit Amazon Prime TV show Jury Duty, Finding the Ballroom, was being made. It was fantastic. The premise is the same. Everyone in the room knew exactly what was coming except the star of the show. Gullible goofball Cole Allen. The only one didn't know what was going to happen. The whole thing looked like a Benny Hill yakety sax chase scene until the ensemble cast of those who were in on it, like the Secret Service, FBI, Trump officials, revealed everything by throwing Allen on the floor and ripping his clothes off to show that he definitely had no idea where craft services was. Only Steve knows what craft services is. He's really thin. He hadn't eaten. Trump, who could really work on his acting chops, sat with a disinterested look on his face until someone said, "We have to play pretend now, Mr. President." And then Donnie really got into it by throwing himself to the floor. But he recovered, and he stood off stage watching the action, which is exactly what happens to a president during a shooting. They just walk off stage and still stand there. Yep. I remember when Reagan was shot at the same hotel, the Secret Service just sat him on the curb and let him shake it off. I remember that happening. This is the dumbest. Oh my God, this show. Now, of course, don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but I hope y'all watch Fox News. The reporter was reporting, and she told the story of how Caroline Leavitt's husband, Oldie Magoo, was telling her that she would be kept safe by him, and something was about to happen, and Fox pulled the plug on her audio when she started telling. And also, an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm broke out as RFK Jr. did a runner and left his wife, Cheryl Hines, in the dust. That was great. Larry David couldn't have done it better. It was fantastic. And the one we'll all remember forever, Stephen Weasel Miller using his wife as a human shield as he goes for second base. It was a beautiful evening at the theater. All right, that's enough about that. Anyway, that was my diatribe. Also, nice. Iran's foreign minister met with Vladimir Putin today to watch Lego videos and giggle. Lager. I want to say that again and everybody laugh like I did it right. Iran's foreign minister will meet... I screwed it up again. Iran's foreign minister met with Vladimir Putin today to watch Lego shorts and giggle.
Yeah.
There we go. That was mildly fake. Thank you. Hey, and by the way, thank heaven we're at war because major oil companies are making $3,000 a second in profits right now. A second. In the time I wrote that joke, they made more than $30,000 in profit. But they do lose a little because after my punchlines, there's no laughter for them to cash in on. Okay. So just like that.
Yeah.
Pope Leo says he wants to move the Catholic Church's focus away from sex. The pontiff explained by reducing the sex conversation in the church, it will be easier for priests to go back to having sex. Okay. Yep. Melania Trump wants Jimmy Kimmel fired for a joke he told about the first hooker during his version of the Correspondents' Dinner, which ended up being the only version of the Correspondents' Dinner. Kimmel said Melania had the face of an expectant widow, and the Ljubljana escort said it was very hurtful to speculate on such matters when she'd be fine if you just had a really long coma. You know what's sad is I think it's actually coming through. Okay. This is my favorite joke. The German chancellor said that the U.S. is being humiliated by Iran, and the Trump administration has no strategy, which led Department of War head Pete Hegseth to immediately respond, no, we have a very clear and strong strategy, and the chancellor himself proved it by not mentioning the Epstein files. That was my favorite one. Okay. A new study. I think one of the problems is I have to talk like this to do this show now. A new study says you could lighten your mental load by letting go of gender myths. They say you can reclaim headspace by foregoing thoughts like men are more messy than women or women are bad drivers. And then men can get back to working on complex problems such as other things, but these silly ideas. And women should just stop worrying their pretty little heads and get back to getting pregnant. Okay. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, man, Trump got mad at the 60 Minutes interview after Norah O'Donnell read Cole Allen's manifesto and asked Donnie if he thought the passage about being a pedophile, rapist, and traitor were referring to Trump. Oh, Trump got really mad and said, I'm also a felon.
34 times.
34 times. I want y'all to know there was literally 3 seconds for me before that joke came. Okay. A new AI museum will open, even though people are pushing back heavily on AI art. But they promise to keep the new venture ethical and make sure the bears and ring cameras avoid the babies and get right on the trampoline. Oh, actually, this is my favorite joke. The Stagecoach Country Music Festival has been evacuated due to high winds. The artists were forced to flee after their wives, dogs, and trucks blew away. The only consolation is they all wrote new songs. Okay, great. All right. One more than the joke of the week. The good part about doing it this way is this goes by 4 times faster than normal.
It does.
It does. This is take like 8 minutes because I'm just
Incredible.
instead of, yeah. People are like, keep doing it this way forever. All right. The Michael Jackson movie earned $217 million worldwide in its box office debut, setting a sales record for a biopic. But we have a disagreement because the White House says the Milani movie sold $3 bajillion gazillion in 2 minutes. Everybody says so. And it still makes $1 billion an hour. All right. Here it is, the joke of the week. And then we're ready to go. Good thing we have a good show this week because I'm out of it. Tell me if this makes sense. What do you do when your special dinner goes wrong?
When your what dinner goes wrong?
Special dinner goes wrong.
What do you do?
Course correct.
Ah.